Okay. So I watched Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1. And this movie was unhinged, babe. This movie, y'all, you know, I usually do an introduction because you don't come in people's house and not speak, you know what I'm saying? So I was gonna come in here and do my intro, but we don't have time because what the hell is going on here, okay? I just feel so strongly about so many things that occurred in this movie. I'm glad that I was able to watch this in the comfort of my own home because I absolutely would have embarrassed myself in the theater had I watched this when it first came out. I know for sure that I would. Let's talk about it because woo! This was, I don't even know how the human mind can come up with things because it's not, okay, well, okay, let's talk about it. I am trying to get to 20,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you are so inclined, please subscribe to my channel, share, and hit the like button. I would appreciate you real bad. Thank you. Bella has just graduated high school and she is now ready to become a wife and a vampire. That is a huge leap. She didn't want to say, let me go on a backpacking trip across Europe. She didn't say, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a gap year. I'm gonna get my whole phase out the way. She didn't do none of that. She said, babe, I'm ready to die. In the beginning of the movie, she's sending out, Alice, I'm assuming, is sending out wedding invitations to her mother about her getting married. We are 75 seconds into this movie and I gotta pause already because, you know, I'm a good old Southern lady, okay? And I feel like 90% of the people getting married would just be like, hey, ma, I'm about to get married here. But you at least want to give her a heads up before the invitations come out. Y'all sought out a printing service before you notified this girl mama that she was getting married. I said, okay, listen. Bella's mother is not at all freaked out that her newly 18-year-old is getting married to a man that she does not know. My girl Alice, she's planning Bella's wedding. Bella don't seem like the most involved bride, but when we see her, she is trying to walk in these heels. So Bella go back to her house because, you know, they're getting married tomorrow. I don't have no beef with Edward per se, but I just don't like his vibe, man. What has Edward given up for Bella? That's the question, okay? He's not gonna have to give up his family. He's not gonna have to give up any money. He's not gonna have to give up anything. Bella, on the other hand, got to give up her bone marrow. She got to give up her eyebrows. She got to give up her mama, her daddy. She got to give up her body. She got to give up her literal life. And I'm just confused because it's a power imbalance in my opinion. But who am I, babe? I don't know. Creepy McGee up there in Bella's room without permission. So he telling Bella about how in the 1930s he like left Carlisle in the family because he was tired of eating all that, you know, deer blood or whatever. He was like, I want the real, I want a T-bone, I want a tomahawk, I want a human. And so he was like, yeah, I killed all these people and they were murderers and they were terrible people and I looked at them and I saw myself and blah, blah, blah. But she's like, you know what? I can do it because you did it. So then Jasper and Emmett is downstairs waiting on Edward to come out because it's Edward's bachelor party. And I say pause. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Bella by herself. You know why? She don't have no friends. See, that's what I mean. Edward don't have to give nothing up. He dead and he get a bachelor party. You alive and you get to go to sleep? Girl, no, absolutely not. Then I say pause. I'm seeing Jasper. The last time I saw him, he had told me to get her done. Smoke him if you got him, partner. And now he's like, yeah, don't worry, Bella girl. He gonna be all right. Come on out. Not only was he not from Texas no more, he had the Ellen DeGeneres. I said, well, what? How long? I just was trying to figure out the timeline. So then Bella go to sleep and she have a nightmare that it's her wedding day and her and Edward kill everybody they know. She killed her mama and her daddy and was like, you know what? That was probably just indigestion. I probably shouldn't eat them tacos, child. It's fine. She ain't said nothing about it, child. Now it's time for the actual wedding and Bella is getting her makeup done by Alice because she is a control freak. And Rosalie comes in there and offers to do her hair. I guess Rosalie was like, girl, listen, if you like it, I love it, babe. You want to die, go ahead and die. I tried to tell you, you ain't want to listen. My name is Bennett and I ain't in it, girl. Go ahead and die. And then the mama, Renee is the kind of mom that just don't ask no questions. You know what I mean? Because see me, if my 18-year-old daughter is just randomly getting married, I'ma just be like, no, you're not. Actually, girl, please go to class. And then Charlie coming out and was like, yeah, you know, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I look good. So they give Bella a brooch that was for her grandmother, and they added sapphires in it, and she put that in her hair. Pause. Comment down below and tell me if y'all have family heirlooms. We lost all ours in Hurricane Katrina, and I've been trying to figure out like what to get that can be our family heirlooms again. Like, comment down below and tell me what heirlooms y'all have, like china, jewelry, and then also give me ideas for stuff that I can do. Charlie and Bella getting ready to walk down the aisle. Bella looks like she has Bali belly. Do you understand me? That girl looked like she was going to vomit on those shoes that she was having trouble walking in, okay? I was waiting on Charlie to pick Bella up and put her over his shoulder and just be like, girl, please, let's get in the Sanford & Son truck and we're gonna go, babe. You don't have to do this. Nope, he ain't do it. It's a really pretty like scene. They got like, well, I don't know where the hell they got all them willow branches from, child. Maybe they ran to like Madagascar overnight and got them, child. I don't know, but it was very pretty. I wasn't a fan of her dress. I wasn't a fan of her like look in general. Like her hair was very like simple, which I'm not mad at, but it just wasn't giving, and it just didn't do it for me. But comment down below and let me know if you like Bella's wedding day look. They did their vows up there with the priest. They ain't even really need the priest, babe. Cause like, what you getting legal documents for? She about to be dead. And it was pronounced husband and wife, and they kissed for 45 minutes. Cool, kiss it up and do it up. Okay, y'all love each other. She about to be dead, it's fine, okay? Get to the yam, all right? I'm just saying, like, I don't really want to go to the reception because I know the reception ain't gonna be really hitting for nothing. Let's get to the yam. Where the honeymoon at? I'm ready to moon with my honey, babe. I'm trying to see what's going on. Girl, we was at this reception for a long ass time. I was like, bro, I ain't getting no cake or nothing. You ain't slide me no spanakopita or nothing, bro. I'm like, let's get going. So now here go the drama, okay? Because they do have some vampire cousins there. You got this girl named Irina over there. Now Irina and Laurent, that was her spooky. And she was like, I can't be here. They killed Laurent. Vampires, y'all be alive for so long. Y'all can't keep it cute for an hour and a half. You've been alive for 2 centuries. Now it's time for the wedding toast. If you know your family is dysfunctional, tell them have a seat and wait for the buffet line to open or for the place to come. Emmett get up there and say, girl, he about to dick you down to the core of the earth, girl. I don't even know if you even know what you about to get into. Then Jessica get up there. Jessica literally hates Bella. Everybody loves Edward, and you know, he loves Bella so much, even though she's not the president of the student council and she wasn't class valedictorian. I cannot stand a backhanded, sneaky, conniving ass friend stuff. And then her mama got up there and sang a weird ass song and they was giggling, and I was like, ain't shit funny, babe. Did y'all check that lady for signs of CTE? You don't know what's going on with that lady, because what is that song? Maybe I'm not aware of the song. I don't know. Anyway, Charlie got up there talking about how he was gonna kill Edward if he wasn't a good husband, and he was dead serious about it. Edward tell Bella that one of her gifts came, and Bella look out into the woods and it's Jacob. Bella, I'm talking about, exploded with joy. Jacob! When she see Edward, she be like, that boy got a mind control on that girl, okay? So, you know, Jacob had ran away because he was mad when he had got the invitation that Bella was getting married. And he been kind of MIA, so he came back to the wedding. Child, the next thing you know, they start talking about the honeymoon. And Jacob was like, yeah, at least you're not gonna have a honeymoon till you dead or whatever. Bella was like, he about to dig me down in 45 minutes. I don't know what you're talking about, okay? Got really mad about it. Hi, Nana. How are you doing? What are you even doing? What? Can I help you? What you want me to do? Okay, all right, here we go. Lovies for the baby. Now, I personally felt like, yeah, we cool, bro, but you don't need to do no vagina check on me. You don't need to know what my vagina gonna be doing in the next 45 minutes to an hour. That's really not your concern. I really don't like how they wrote Jacob's character now. Like, obviously, the lady that wrote the book want you to want Bella to be with Edward. He grabbing all on Bella, telling her she can't be that stupid, and then here come Edward with the super flight speed. Then Sam and them come out the woods. It's a mess, child. You know, and the man had a valid point, but that's also not the point. I was trying to figure out how he knew what the ramifications of undead yam to human vagina would be. Then I felt bad because when Jacob left and all the other wolves left, Seth had to leave too. Seth had put his good little clothes on and he was trying to have cake and stuff with the people. And now he got to go back home because Jacob don't know how to control himself and Sam told him come home. I said, damn. Why y'all make my friend Seth go home like that? He was trying to kick it with the teenagers and stuff. Nah, thank God they leaving the wedding. Woo! Hurry up, my guy. He didn't tell Bella where they was going for their honeymoon because Bella don't have control over nothing in her life. Yeah. So he take her to Rio. They had like a little festival. And I thought they was getting ready to like dance in the street. And they kind of did. They did like a little spin or whatever. But it was like real stiff. They just very stiff. And I'm sure it's because, you know, Edward dead. You know, rigor mortis and all that. Edward takes Bella to like an island off the coast of Rio called Al Esme. And I thought to myself, I say pause. Girl, he don't want nobody to hear you scream. Yeah, girl. He don't want nobody to hear you getting your back cracked. Because at first I was thinking, okay, he about to murder her. Because you know I still think Edward a serial killer. Even though he dead, he just too weird for my liking. I'm weirdo adjacent, so I'm not mad at a weirdo. Edward is just team too much. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. It's time for the yam. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. So Edward say, let's go ahead and take a swim, right? Bella go in there and she all nervous, right? For some reason she didn't shave her legs and she like, I don't know what the hell that lady was doing. She just was ill prepared and very uncomfortable. But she said, you know what, bitch? You're a married woman now, okay? It's time for you to grow up. Go get this yam. I thought they was gonna have sex in the water. I was like, Bella, babe, I doubted you the whole time. That wasn't it though. Can I get to the yam? Sweet yam. Show me the way, cause I got bills to pay. Can I get to the yams? Sweet yams. Child, Edward broke the damn headboard and I was like, yes! Yes, Edward, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Through the mattress. Maybe that's why her brain ain't really kick on yet. She just needed that yam. She just needed a little undead yam and that peach to make it click, make it come on, okay? We ain't really get to see it though, man. Dang, bro, cause she woke up and they had ripped all the pillows out. They had the down feathers floating around. They broke the bed frame. Everything that was on the left was on the right. Things that was up was down, child. Y'all didn't show me nothing, bro. I was like, why y'all didn't show me? Dang, man, I wanted to see, bro. I ain't never seen a vampire have sex with a human before. Why you gonna take that experience away from me? That's not nice now. So I had wanted to call her and tell her, girl, go to the bathroom, go pee, go take your little soak and stuff, cause girl, I know you probably saw her. You probably broke that girl in half like a toothpick. You know she narrow, child. I was happy for her. I said, congratulations, girl. For you. I hope you had a nice time. And she did, girl, cause she was in the mirror like, ooh. Remember when he flipped me and I was like, oh shit, I ain't real. She was like having day. That's when you know you got your good piece of yam. You'll be in a meeting, in a presentation and stuff, and then the next thing you know, I had just wanted more than that though. I wanted to see Edward ripping the pillows open. Cause what you was doing? Biting the pillows? Like who ripped the pillows? Maybe Bella ripped the pillows. I don't know. I wasn't there. They ain't let me see, girl. You gotta tell me what's going on so I can know how to properly respond. So now here come the damn doomslayer Edward. He don't want to have sex with Bella no more because he gave her a bruise. He was slanging that thing. Did she tell you she was mad that you gave her a bruise? I feel like she alright with it. She said, put that thing down, flip it and reverse it, sir. I can't be responsible for the clotting of your blood under your skin. They playing chess for 9 days. Girl, if you take me to another country on my honeymoon after I'm about to give up my life for you and the one thing I want is yam and then you restrict my yam, listen bro, I ain't gonna have no yam and you ain't gonna have one either. That was just diabolical, man. This man had this lady begging for yam on her honeymoon. Please dig me down, please. I need it, Edward. Please give me that undead yam, please. Girl, what? Y'all already having difficulties already? Y'all been married for 17 minutes. So now all hell got to break loose. Bella is at the house and Edward went to go eat him a little baby rabbit or something. You know what I'm saying? Just a little snack. She go in the refrigerator, she take out chicken, she making chicken and she's like eating peanut butter and you know, she cooking. I was like, okay, so now she's going to get third-degree burn on her forearm. She gonna drop the pot of chicken on her foot and had to get her foot amputated. She gonna like lean down to smell the chicken and her hair gonna catch on fire. I said, girl, get your ass away from that stove, please. I don't know if she saw the chicken, but I could see for sure that the chicken wasn't cooked all the way. So when she eating the chicken, she opened it up and see that the damn chicken was like, hey girl, like the chicken was alive still. It make her sick to her stomach and she go and throw up in the refrigerator. Not the refrigerator, girl. I'm so nervous. I'm so scared to talk about it. My words getting confused. She went to go throw up in the bathroom. Edward, of course, comes back immediately. Well, how long we been here on this honeymoon where you ain't giving me no yam? He said, oh yeah, we been here like 14 days or something. And she was like, oh, well shit, I'm late. And so she walking and she's like, this feels strange. She feel like a flutter in her stomach and she's like, oh. And I was like, girl, is that butterflies telling you to go get some yam again? Because you trying to get that peach grease. Your body will react in all kind of different ways, girl. Maybe your body was like, no time for food. Yam only. But that wasn't it, child. Bella is now pregnant with a vampire demon seed hybrid situation. I didn't expect that at all. I didn't know that was coming at all. Y'all didn't tell me y'all did such a good job at keeping that secret. I said, excuse me? And as soon as she figured out that maybe she pregnant, the phone ring. Because Alice habitually line stepping, call her on the phone. Bella, hello? Are you okay? Are you in your luteal phase? What's going on? Hey, then I said pause. Were you here the whole time at this honeymoon watching me and your brother have sex? Because I don't really understand how her powers work. Because she can either see the future or read minds, bitch. And sometimes it's one and sometimes it's the other and I don't really know. I'm not really sure. But I said, girl, let me find out you a peeping time. So then Edward turned on the fast forward button and moving buku fast to pack because Carlisle want them to come home because this lady pregnant with this demon spawn. Okay, and I said, hold on now. I just need to know about the logistics. I don't even understand the biological components to make this happen. I still don't know about vampire ejaculation. I still don't have a clear understanding. Where would you get the fluid from? Like where the fluid gonna come at? Like what's the job of a vampire's testicles? You know what I'm saying? Like what is that like? Do they need to pee? I don't know. Like when they go eat rabbits and deers and stuff, do they gotta poop? So many questions because where did the juices come from? Because it's the juices of life, but bitches, you are dead. I don't think this baby gonna be cute at all. Like I felt like it was gonna come out looking like maybe like an iguana or something. Just kind of made me uncomfortable. I don't think I was comfortable with that this whole thing. In my mind, the baby was like this. Mama, I'm hungry, girl. Come in. I know you feel me in here. Hey, you know, because Bella was looking like happy, like it was a flutter, right? But in my mind, the baby was in there like, I'm hungry and I know you know I'm in here, girl. You better hurry up and give me some food now. The baby probably gonna be in there laughing like Vincent Price. Hell no, absolutely not. Like I haven't watched the last one yet, but I'm a little worried. Edward go get the housekeeper because she's supposed to know the tea or whatever. I don't know if she like an oracle or something. I don't know. It's like, listen, can you just give us a little insight as to what's going on? And the lady was like, you gonna have to kill this fucking baby. I'm so sorry. And Edward was like, say less, bro. Edward do not like that baby at all. I said, damn, this baby got a messed up entrance into the world, okay? Remember in Roger Rabbit, how they had the little baby and it looked like a little baby, but then when the cameras will go off, he'd be like, what are we doing here? What's going on? And they would like smoke cigars and stuff. Yep. They done told everybody back over there at Forks that Bella caught like a bug or something, like she's sick and that they're not gonna travel until she could get better. And Jacob was like, I call bullshit. So he went over there to the Cullens house. Turns out they had been home for 2 whole weeks, right? So he go in there and see Bella. That girl looked like Sally Shock from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I said, hello, what's going on? Sometimes them babies be whooping your ass. I'm holding it down for you, baby. Let me at least have a couple of little fries from Chick-fil-A, bro. You gonna make me throw up everything? I get it. This is not that. This is something totally different. That girl is pregnant with Edward Scissorhands. Jacob was about to set that motherfucker off. Then Carlisle gonna say, yeah, bro, I was trying to do an ultrasound. The ultrasound machine broke, bro. I can't even see what's going on in there. Hello? What you mean? You mean to tell me this baby is incubating in a damn tornado shelter? Why you can't see what's going on in there? That is, girl, listen. If you would have been over there with Jacob, all you would have been eating, girl, is some homemade rolls. I know they could bake the shit out of some bread over there on the res. Not look at her dying on somebody else's sofa. Jacob calmed down. He go back in the house and he trying to convince this lady to just get rid of this baby because, girl, obviously you're dying. You literally have a countdown clock above your head. Bella tells Jacob that she's strong enough to have this baby. Whole time time, she looking like a cadaver in a medical school. Not a whole wolf pack got to come together, because this is some bullshit. They said, listen, this undead demon spawn that we don't even understand how it got here, that thing gonna have to go. Nah, everybody got to just be downtrodden and depressed because Bella decided to go give her vagina to this man that's dead. And now everybody hungry at the house just walking around. They're not playing Uno attack. They're not doing nothing. Everybody's sad. The music's sad. The lights is low. I say, oh my God, Bella girl, you just like a goddamn cloud. Everybody at the house doing their Googles. If I am dead and I ejaculate in a lady and she get pregnant, what the baby gonna look like? If I get this human lady pregnant and I'm dead, is it a hybrid and what does it want? So then Carlisle say, listen babe, I hate to be this guy, okay? I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Your ribs are cracked, the baby growing too fast for you, girl, and it's starving you out, so you probably gonna die before the baby get here. Just, you know, FYI. Bella was like, you're gonna have a piece of me. Edward said, I will throw that baby in the incinerator. I don't care nothing about that baby, girl, please. Everybody hungry because they can't go out, because if they leave, the werewolf posse gonna get the pack. What they a posse too? They a posse pack? I don't know. Gonna get Rosalie helping Bella get in the shower. Like the viewer is behind Bella and Bella is staring in a mirror. That girl was as thin as a slice of prosciutto. They had a really sad song playing in the background. Ugh, this delivery about to be, they all sitting around watching Bella die on the sofa. They figure out that Vincent Price want blood. So they go give Vincent Price some blood. Bella drink the blood and she's like, that is a tasty burger. So she feeling like a new lady. And she called her daddy and said, hey daddy, how you doing? Daddy, I'm about to go to a medical clinic in Switzerland, so I'm gonna be gone for a little while. You couldn't come up with nothing better than that? She could have been like, yeah daddy, me and Edward decided to book a cruise around the world and we're gonna be gone for 365 days. So I'm not sure what happens, but apparently Vincent Price was like, daddy, you can hear me? Daddy, come see. I want to tell you something right quick. And then all of a sudden Edward could hear the baby talking and Edward was like, oh, okay. Like he was like with it. There comes a time in every person's life where you remember who you were before you heard what Bella wanted to name her baby. You remember those times. I gotta figure out a new normal for myself, because why the hell would that girl say that? She gonna say, if it's a boy, I'ma name him Edward Jacob, E&J. I said, ma'am, you must not be familiar with the wino community. Then she gonna say, and if it's a girl, I'ma name her after our mamas. Her name gonna be Renesme. I said, bitch, you know what, Bella? I see you take me to play with. Girl, are you sure? Y'all don't even understand how disturbed I was with Renesme. I literally couldn't sleep, but like I'm not even joking. It is 6 something in the morning and I literally cannot stop thinking about why that lady would name that baby Renesme. I probably would have a little mental something going on too if I had some down to the core ass sex with a dead vampire. You gonna name your baby Renesme? When she first said the name, I thought she said resume, and I said, bitch, Bella, not now, bro. Your life is on the line. It's no time for jokes. Girl, that sounds like a ear, nose, and throat specialist's worst nightmare. When I hear Renesme, I think of the little mucus monsters on the Mucinex commercial. Remember in Tarzan when Turk was like, what's his name? And then the mama gorilla was like, Tarzan. And then Turk was like, okay, it's your baby. And then Edward was like, yeah, it's beautiful. You a beautiful lie. Shut up. Beyonce, Beyonce. I used to love that song. See, I got a bone to pick with y'all cousins because y'all didn't tell me this was gonna turn into a horror show. Bella in the living room with them horrible ass names, okay? And the baby must have been like, don't name me that. Soon as Bella said Renesme, her body said doom da da doom 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 da da doom doom. Like she just started, I said, what is happening? Her back broke. The back of her head was touching her calves. And I said, what is happening right now? I knew it was gonna be bad because you cannot sit there and incubate sloths from the Goonies for however long she was pregnant and have the delivery be cute. Carlisle not there because he had went go feed, right? Because like Jacob had worked up a little trick, so he wasn't at the house when Bella was pop locking and dropping the child and going into labor. So they over there trying to like Google like what to do if my sister-in-law is having an undead baby. They was sticking this lady with big ass needles, morphine, codeine, all the ings, child. They had probably gave her a little meth and a little crack too. I don't know what they was doing. First of all, her face was so close together, like it was so slim, like her cheekbones was probably like rubbing against each other inside her face. Bella laying on that table with her stomach shaped like a damn isosceles triangle, and then Rosalie cutting her from the rooter to the tutor with no juices and berries. Rosalie was trying to say the baby. She was like, girl, go ahead, Bella. Live or die, babe. I don't care. So Rosalie had said, girl, I had forgot I was a vampire, girl. Look at all this free ass blood. It's all juicy and all over the place, child. She was about to murder the shit out of Bella on that table. So then they had to tackle Rosalie. And then Edward started biting on it. I was like, wait a minute. And then the noises. It was I don't want that. I don't like that. I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be removed from this narrative. Then the baby come out. It's a girl. It was very weird because Edward had like all the blood over his mouth, and then he bit the umbilical. The baby came out normal looking, girl. I fully expected to see Gollum come up out of that bitch, but no, girl. It was just a little baby with 10 fingers and 10 toes. It was all fluffy and stuff. You know, I love a fluffy baby, girl, but I was surprised. I didn't think it had it in him. They had forgot about Bella, child, and Bella was over there like hemorrhaging. She was already on her last leg, child, and that leg was like that was the leg breaking because she was dying on the table. It's not funny, but that was just what came to my head. I'm a little morbid. It's fine. It is pandemonium. So all of a sudden, Rosalie come out the bag talking about, give me the baby. I'll take the baby. I'm good. Absolutely not, girl. I said, Rosalie, girl, don't you eat that baby. Leave that baby alone. And then Edward got a big syringe of his venom. And I was like, why y'all keep venom on deck like that? And he injected her in with it. Jacob was like, you know what? I was gonna murder you. Nope, I'm gonna let you live with this. So then Edward start biting the lady all over the place and pause. You know what I just realized? These vampires don't have fangs. I don't like that. I like a fangy ass vampire, bro. Nope, they just got regular nice little dinner work, child. Jacob really upset, so he go outside and he crying and he like, oh my God, bro, I done spent all this time in the friend zone with this girl. Like, I just can't believe this girl dead. Matter of fact, I'm about to go kill this little demon spawn, babe. Where's Vincent Price at? Hand him to me right now. I'm about to take it off. Rosalie in there with the baby. And I said, pause. Please tell me that in the version of the movie that I'm seeing in the year of our Lord 2025, that they edited out a real baby and put in this weird ass Polar Express ass baby that looked like it just got a hair transplant. I don't understand, bro. You just had a real baby right there. The baby was unsettling. Rosalie had the baby in her arms, but the baby was sitting up having a conversation with Rosalie, asking Rosalie about her day. There was a full grown ass baby. The baby was like, yeah, man, what y'all got going on in here? This is a nice ass house, boy. Oh, so then to make matters worse, like I'm not already on edge, Jacob look at the baby and go off into Never Neverland and imprint on the baby. Okay, we have been hearing about imprinting since 1997. You imprinting on a baby? All of the imprinting examples we have seen in this here movie, everybody cuddled up, snuggled up on the beach, rubbing, and everybody in love. Hey, bro, did y'all call that lady Stephanie on the phone and ask her why the hell she did that? Oh my God, bro. And I just was very upset about it, bro, because I'm trying to figure out how that's gonna work. Because again, the logistics, man. What is the plan, Phil? And now we about to have a vampire fight. Okay, I don't have time. Okay. Y'all haven't clarified none of the stuff that y'all have presented to me. I don't have time for no vampire werewolf fight. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The fight was cool. It was like that we were in the dark and it just looked like wolves was flying and people was flying. And then I noticed Jasper had new hair again and I was confused about that shit. Because the last time I saw him, he was Ellen DeGeneres. Now I see him at the fight. He's giving me Rachel from Friends. And what the hell is going on, bro? That's what I'm saying. Let me get up out of here. Let me go ahead and go. And then Jacob was like, yeah, bro, I done had enough of all of this. Like, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Like, you're not about to kill Bella. You're not about to kill the baby. Like, they under my protection and it's all good. Edward is A-okay with the fact that this man that he can't stand that also wants to have sex with his wife that's also dead in the back, that also imprinted on his newborn daughter. He's like, yeah, they can't touch her because he imprinted on her. Bella in there laid out on a table. She was looking like a Party City skeleton. R.I.P. to Party City. She's gray. She's looking real gross. And then all of a sudden, we get a little internal view of like the serum or the venom taking over. And in her mind, we can see all of her and Edward, all the things they done went through. And it's just magical, girl. So we see her. My girl got the face card. She went to a professional makeup artist and got her a quick little smoky eye. I said, what the hell? Did they do her makeup for her funeral? Like, are we about to bury her? What's going on? She opened her eyes and she's a vamp. Okay, she got red eyes and she's a vampire, babe. And I'm really concerned. I am really scared. It's like I couldn't even be like, oh, okay, Bella girl, because I can't move on past some of the things that y'all done dropped in my lap right now. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm ever gonna understand why he would do that to that little Renesme baby. Why would he do that? Oh, little Renesme, bro. She done already had a messed up start to life. Like, yeah, man. You know what? I don't even think I can rank it yet, y'all, because I haven't processed it really. Like the first couple ones, I was like, okay, all right, I see what you did there. I can't rank it till I know what the hell about to happen, bro, because I don't understand. Like, and then why was the baby CGI, man? Y'all just had a real baby. Like, get a baby another $125 and let the baby come over here and let Rosalie hold the baby so y'all can go back home to y'all house. Oh my God, that goddamn baby was, I don't ever want to see that baby again. No thanks. Really don't see how it can get no worse than that. So comment down below and let me know what you thought of my thoughts. Did I miss anything? Let's talk about it, because well, I'm gonna stop talking, because if I keep talking, this video gonna be an hour and a half long and we don't have that kind of time. I think I might need a drink, maybe. I couldn't have did this in the theater. Y'all are No Limit soldiers, okay? Because y'all saw this in a theater.